watch this video while I eat dinner. This one was requested by Tiki in the Discord. Again, this is actually a pretty good video. I didn't even know that this was a thing. The entire history of mastery camos in Call of Duty. We should probably show the counts, you know, bada bing, bada boom. Give the guy a little thumbs up, you know. How do you say that? Ordinary place? Is that how you say that?
The camo grind is one of the most beautiful challenges added to Call of Duty. It's come a long way, and today we will be going over the entire history of mastery camos in Call of Duty.
I apologize for blasting you with the audio.
Unlock the camos and any changes to the format along the way as well.
And put the live chat on the screen as well.
Further than you think. Some of you may remember, but for the new school players, you're definitely going to learn a thing or two by the end of this video. And with Black Ops 6, we have a brand new mastery camo grind with a little more depth to it. Go ahead and comment your favorite camo grind as we get started. COD 4 was obviously the first game with created class, and with that in mind, we got the introduction of camos to your guns as well. We had the same ones for every primary in the game, and it was a pretty...
This gun right here, you see this gun right here, the gold Uzi? So, I'm guessing he's going to go over it, but this gun, my homie got gold in, I can't even remember what grade, and he left his console on for like, it was a long time. Anyway, he like melted the game because he was grinding subs.
Simple unlock system. Headshot.
The console wouldn't read the game anymore.
Digital, 75 blue tiger and 150 red tiger. These red and blue tiger camos were rumored to buff your damage, and 9-year-old me had like totally bought into this idea. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, just pleasing to the eye and as a flex. However, it doesn't stop there. There's a secret gold camo for one gun in each weapon class. ARs was the AK-47, Mini Uzi for the SMGs,
how's the audio?
M1014 for the shotguns, Dragunov for the snipers, and the M60 for LMGs. The way you got these was to max out every single challenge for every respected weapons category.
I remember doing that shit.
Chosen gun for that class. On top of this, at level 55, which was the max level, you were given a gold Desert Eagle with no challenge required. But this went away.
The Deagle was gas in that game.
World at War camos were a concept that ended up not making it to the final product, so that brings us to COD 4 sequel, MW2. Now, I'll be totally honest, this didn't add much to the formula, and actually, if anything, probably took away from it. The same blue and red tiger camos were available at 75 and 150 headshots, but we had a brand new fall camo at a whopping 250 headshots. To me, this camo legitimately looked like barf, and blue tiger was easily the best out of this bunch. As far as a mastery camo goes, there was none to be found. The closest thing we got were these mastery titles to show off you getting 1,000 headshots with a single gun. No camo, no gold guns, just a title. If you remember how different Black Ops 1 was for progression, shout out to you. Instead of unlocking items by leveling up, you use an in-game currency to unlock them, and this included camos. Although any and all
and gold was like 30,000.
The player hit level 22. The gold camo was the only mastery camo in the game, which required the player to hit maximum prestige, which max prestige in this game was 15. And once you hit 15th prestige, go ahead and fork over an insane 50,000 COD points just to unlock the camo. And that's 50,000 just for one gun. So in order to get every gun's gold camo, you would have to hit max prestige, then spend 50,000 COD points for every single gun in the game after that. And you know what you get after you spend 50,000 COD points on every single gun in the game? Absolutely nothing, which is pretty disappointing. I genuinely don't think the devs thought people would be dedicated to that kind of a grind back in the day, but nowadays I think this is something that people would have loved. MW3 also made some tweaks to progression, and the biggest one was weapon levels, which has become the norm for modern Call of Duty. Camos were now unlocked with no special challenges whatsoever and were awarded to the players by simply leveling up your gun by using it in any type of way. With standard
I remember
camos
this
along the
now
way,
too.
Once you hit max level of 31, you were given the classic gold camo. And once you got gold on every single gun in the game, you once again got absolutely nothing for doing so. Very unfortunate. I will say, while doing research for this video, I discovered some Wii exclusive camos through the Call of Duty Elite that I didn't know about until this video, so that's kind of redeeming, I guess. But overall, this is probably the easiest game to get gold in.
That's like the first game that actually had camos like that. Black Ops 2.
Starting to get into like some actual camo grinds, and I would argue that Black Ops 2 acted as a rough draft for all the camo grinds to come, and you'll see why with the later entries. Now, to unlock standard camos, there were just
all these fucking camos.
When it comes to gold, you need to do things
and then
like
the bacon camos you could buy and shit.
Multi-kills, bloodthirsties.
This was a game, right?
All that just for gold, and you can rinse and repeat every single gun in the class, and you'll get absolutely nothing. Just kidding, you will actually get something this time, and that is the first ever diamond camo. And that means once you get gold gold. For
Watching
every
video
gun
right
in
now,
that
my man.
class,
The entire
every
history of
gun in that
mastery
class
camos in
also
Call of
gets
Duty.
diamond. And to me, this is the
Currently
first
on Black Ops
example of
1.
a mastery camo we have ever seen in Call of Duty, but not a true mastery camo like we'll talk about later. But it actually doesn't stop
Or Black
there,
Ops 2,
because
my bad.
this is where we also got the introduction of DLC camos.
Yeah, these ones.
Now, I know that sounds like super lame if you weren't there for it, but if you were, you
I remember
know
this
these
shit.
camos were like $2, and they went for every single gun in the game.
Nah, those
And
bitches were
nowadays, they're like
gas.
$20 for some stupid
I was so
blueprint
stoked
that you're
those came
lucky
out.
to get for more than 2 different guns. DLC camos will be in every single Call of Duty after this, so I'm not going to mention them again.
That shit was gas as fuck.
On to COD Ghosts, where we have one of the more obscure camo grinds for the quote-unquote mastery camos in this game. Just like Black Ops 2, you have a ton of camos to unlock per gun by completing specific challenges. And when it comes to gold, you get it by unlocking every other camo for the gun. But then once you get gold on every weapon class in that gun, you get absolutely nothing. You would think after Black Ops 2's beloved camo grind, we would see that come back. But instead, we still do have like these weird bonus camos that kinda are like mastery camos, I guess. These are Body Count, Kiss of Death, and War Cry, which are not only the most mid camos in COD history, but are awarded by leveling up your clan in Clan Wars. Not only that, but getting all the way to Diamond Division in COD Ghosts, which is pretty much like this game's ranked system, which I like to see like ranked camos, but really not this way. I would much rather have
Yeah,
like
that's
a
kinda
diamond
weird.
camo like we did in Black Ops 2. But this game also did have tons of DLC camos for purchase as well. Overall, kind of
Been lurking. Appreciate you, my man. Advanced Warfare.
Now we're back to a game that actually had a decent camo grind. We have the traditional golden Advanced Warfare that was given once a player at
Not
X
gonna
amount of
lie.
kills with no attachments for that respective gun. And
This
you could get
game right
diamond by
here
grinding
might be one
each
of the
camo for
CODs that I have a
specific gun,
least
and
amount
you
of
could
time
earn
played
the
on.
mastery camo for this game being royalty if you got diamond for every gun in that category.
I'm not gonna lie
with
with you.
Like, refined rough draft of the Black Ops 2 mastery camo, if that makes any sense. The reason I say that is this
Infinite
is the first time
Warfare
I've
and
ever seen a
Advanced
camo that's,
Warfare,
like,
I don't
higher
think I'd
tier
put
above diamond in Call of Duty.
more than
But
a fucking
anyways, this
hour's
grind
play
really
time
just
in either one of
wasn't
those
worth
games.
it for me. You also got royalty armor for each weapon class you completed, with
Which is
this, so I guess
crazy.
this is also kind of a nice plus.
Because actually,
Black
goes
Ops
back
3
at them
gave us
now.
black market camos, which are basically the same as supply crate camos, but we also got campaign and zombies camos as well.
Yep,
Although not as
Zombers.
fleshed out compared to today, it's things like getting X amount of kills in zombies or X amount of kills in campaign.
The zombies
to get
was
the
good.
respective camo. The only one worth mentioning here is probably Red Hex, but as far as mastery camos goes, it's the same way. If you got every weapon in a weapon class gold, you would get diamond. However, if you got every single weapon in the entire game diamond, meaning doing what I just said, but for every single base gun, you would unlock the Dark Matter camo. And this is what I consider to be a first, like, true,
Yeah, this true,
purest
yeah.
mastery camo, if you will. And although in Advanced Warfare we did have a camo that was above diamond, I guess, that still only went for that weapon class, whereas in Black Ops 3 it goes for every single gun in the entire game. This is also probably one of the most rewarding camos because it really sticks out when compared to other guns. I mean, just like look at this. This camo to me is just like way ahead of its time and better than a lot of modern Call of Duty camos as well. And aside from this, there's a ton of other camos in this game, so don't be mad at me if I didn't mention one you liked. However, I will say Elemental 115 definitely needs a shout here. But I also want to mention that this is one of 2 games with a paint shop mechanic, which let you customize your gun even more with your emblems and extra added colors as well. And people would try and create like knockoff Dark Matter camos here, which I thought was hilarious.
Did not know that.
Black Ops 3 would set the stage for pretty much
For a
all
hot
the
minute?
other
Hell
mastery
yeah.
camos to come.
Appreciate
And in
that
Infinite
shit.
Warfare, we have gold and diamond once again, where you get gold for every gun in that class, then get diamond for every weapon in that class, rinse and repeat for every base gun in the game, and then you're given solar, which is just like a way better gold camo, pretty simple but awesome. But then on top of that, if you go the extra mile and get diamond for all the post-launch weapons, you're given a super secret mastery camo being Black Sky. And this is yet another banger mastery camo that everybody loved, but just so happened to be on a COD that a lot of people don't like. Now we have a 4th tier to the mastery camo that we hadn't had before, not even in Black Ops 3. Believe it or not, alongside COD 4 Remastered, we got some unwanted new guns, but an overhaul to the camo system as well. With new camos added, such as Dragon Skin, Neon, and Winter Tiger, we also got gold support for every gun.
I didn't
by
even
unlocking
realize
all the
they
camos
fucking
for that gun.
actually
Then
went this
Regal
depth
for
into
getting
their
every gun
fucking-
in a category
what the hell?
gold, and then Exclusion Zone, which was getting Regal for every single gun in the game. I honestly wasn't too big on Regal or Exclusion Zone for that matter. Gold to me just looked better. But to have a camo grind retroactively added to a remastered version of a beloved Call of Duty classic is something I will never complain about.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool.
World War II put its own personal twist on the formula, which I thought was pretty cool. Gold and diamond were earned the same way as usual, but then chrome was available after getting every base gun diamond. But after that, since this was a game that had weapon prestige, after you hit 3rd and 4th
This was the
prestige,
game
and
with
one
the
more challenge,
fucking
you would get gold leopard and gold cheetah. But it doesn't stop there. After
the
getting gold
Christmas
cheetah
tree
on every
loading
single base
thing.
weapon in the game, meaning after
I
doing
think.
the base mastery camo challenge for chrome, getting every gun to
Like there was like the
prestige 4
base
and
camp
doing
you could
even
run
more
around.
challenges, you would be given chrome tiger, which
It's
don't
in the
get me wrong,
firing
it's
range
great
right now,
they
looks
added this,
like.
super ultra mega circle jerk camo that like nobody knew about, but this has to be one of the most forgettable mastery camos of all time. I mean, I can just think of like several camos I would rather run than this one. Ugly or not, I think people are still pretty happy that there was just a lot to grind here. On to Black Ops 4, where I want to point out how these mastery camos in this game functioned way differently and in a good way. Once you acquired gold, diamond, or dark matter for any gun, if you were using that gun with that camo, you were able to
Black
level up
Ops
that camo for
4.
that game and that game only. Let me explain. For gold, if you got a triple kill, you would get this laser bolt-like effect for the rest of the game, and a fury kill would give you this purple lightning bolt. Moving on to diamond, which by the way, you unlock the same way by getting every gun gold in a class. Once you had this camo equipped, every 5 kills you got, it would change dramatically. And this didn't reset on death either. This means if you got 5 kills, then dies, it would stay. Then the next 5 kills after that, it would change again.
Bro,
All
this
the way
game
up
looks
until you hit
so
6
like, look at
bloodthirsties
this
where you got
footage,
this
man.
absolutely
Oh my
amazing
god.
every 5 kills
This
you
looks
got,
so
it would change
good.
dramatically. And this didn't reset on death either. This means if you got 5
Like, look at
kills, then
this.
dies, it would stay. Then the next 5 kills after that, it would change again. All the way up until you hit 6
What the fuck
bloodthirsties where you
happened?
got this absolutely amazing version of diamond camo that is like a rainbow and probably the best version of diamond ever. Then for the mega mastery camo, dark matter is making a return to me and doesn't hold a candle to the Black Ops 3 version. I mean, this thing kind of just looks like sad. That was until you got it to its final form, which was very difficult. Dark matter functions similarly to diamond, but these variants only activated without dying. Every 5 kills without dying would level this up in some way, all the way up until the eye-blinding flash.
Wait, really?
Being the 30 kill streak with dark matter. And this thing was really cool, but to me, it might have been trying just a little bit too hard. I mean, this thing was just like wild. Technically, Zombies and Blackout also had their own
Clearly,
camo
I didn't play
grind,
that
but
game a
this was
lot.
still for the same exact mastery
I played
camos,
Blackout.
including dark matter. This is the only way you could equip them in those respected game modes. So I guess
Not
I'll
a
give
shit
it
ton,
mention here,
though.
but I'll still treat like
I
the
got some
multiplayer
dubs.
as like the main camo grind for this game. We have now officially entered the live service era of Call of Duty. This means we still have camos, but now blueprints as well. Whether it be from a battle pass, challenges, or the store, this has just added like a whole nother element to camos that I didn't really like, but we aren't here for blueprints. Modern Warfare 2019 gave us a slight twist on the mastery camo grind. Gold and platinum are here and earned the same way as gold and diamond. Then our mastery camo is Damascus, which is decent at best, but to me a very underwhelming mastery camo. I think since Modern Warfare 2019 was looking for a much more realistic approach on the gameplay, they brought the camos down with them. I mean, going from fluorescent flashbang dark matter to this dull.
Well, I mean, you look at that now, and it's not horrible.
It just wasn't for me. However, there
But-
was another secret mastery camo in Modern
Yeah, I was
Warfare
gonna say the
19, and it was
obsidian.
This was one of the most tedious ways of doing a mastery challenge ever. Since the challenge to get obsidian was per gun, and it was 15 kills in a match 100 times.
Oh my
yes,
god, this
100 different
game.
games, 15 kills in each. This thing took forever. To put in perspective, if you wanted to get obsidian for every single gun, you would have to play at least like 1,500 games, I think. And that's assuming you got 15 kills in each and were perfect every single game. And the camo isn't even good. It looks like this was just left in a cauldron of tar overnight, then got crusty. Not even close to being.
I didn't mind it. He's just a hater.
Cold War was the first Call of Duty to have mastery camo grind for zombies, and that was
I
pretty
fuck with
gratifying,
this.
But we'll start with multiplayer, which wasn't anything too crazy. We have golden.
A lot of people
Diamond, which
didn't
might
like
say
this
is probably
game's
one of the
mastery
better
grind.
camos
I loved
we've
this
had,
game's
probably
mastery
right there with Black Ops 2. But
for
we also
both
have the Dark
sides. It
Matter
was fun.
Ultra, which is another awesome dark matter variant. But what I want to highlight here are the zombies mastery camos. These are all just
You can even go
ultra
on my-
multiplayer camo.
You can even go on my Instagram, and I have every single gun that released, like as it was released. Well, new guns. But like I got every gun gold and then unlocked dark matter, and every time I got the gun gold, I posted it on the Instagram
Camos that
on
I
my
think are
story.
really cool. Except for Golden Viper, which
It's
is
pretty
the first
fucked.
mastery camo, which I like the base gold way better. But then once you got every gun in a specific class gold,
Like
Viper,
that-
you got
that's
Plague
fire.
Diamond, which just like wow, actually might be one of my favorite camos of all time. But then Dark Ether was the Mega Mastery camo, which is an even better version of Dark Matter in my opinion. The beauty of the Cold War Zombies camo grind was a lot of challenges really weren't all that tedious. Things like headshots, multi-kills, kills without taking damage. I mean, like, just the stuff you're going to be doing while you're playing zombies anyways. So this was especially easy.
Now, the thing with zombies was the criticals. I think most
people would agree that the hardest part of the Cold War camo grind was leveling up the gun to max level first.
It was the criticals because some of the fucking, like, ammo mods would make it so you wouldn't get the criticals.
And one for multiplayer. They're actually like pretty much the same exact camos, but with
this game, oh my god.
Soul Viper, Plague Diamond, and Dark Ether for zombies. And for multiplayer, we got Gold, Diamond, and Atomic. I don't really have much to say about these camos because I barely played Vanguard, and I bet you didn't either.
Nah, game was horseshit.
I'm lumping Modern Warfare 22 and 23 as one because they kind of like work together. We can start with the camo overhaul in this game where every single gun had its 4 base challenges to unlock gold, and those 4 challenges gave you a camo that was unlocked for every single gun in the game, which I thought was actually a really good change for the camo system. And after that, you complete a 5th challenge that got you gold. Rinse and repeat until you got platinum, and after getting platinum, you're given polyatomic. Then, after one more series of challenges, you're given Orion, a nice fresh camo that we haven't
Obsidian
seen
grind was
before.
wild.
Then moving on to Modern Warfare 3, we have another
Yeah, it
camo
was pretty
grind
fucked.
identical to the one just stated. This time it was Gilded for gold, Forged for platinum, Priceless for the 3rd tier, and then Interstellar for the 4th. And it doesn't even end there. We have Zombies.
Bro,
Mastery
that camo
camos, and
grind
these go
was
for Modern Warfare
fucked.
3 and Modern Warfare 2 guns as well. For Modern Warfare 3, it's Golden Enigma, Zircon Scale, Serpentine.
Yeah,
and
I
the
did both
very
of these
beautiful
too.
Borealis. Then for Modern Warfare 2 guns, we have Golden Ivory, Spinal Husk, Arachnida or Arachnida.
This one I
don't know
didn't
how to say
do.
this, and possibly the most grindy camo of all time.
The Modern Warfare 2-sided guns. Fuck that.
Looks like a pulsating disco rainstorm that is a camo you just don't see every day. Playing Modern Warfare Zombies is miserable enough, but going back and playing it with every single Modern Warfare 2 gun deserves a Medal of Honor. I'll go ahead and mention the Prestige camos
There's
as
no
well,
way.
which were added after Season 3. These were earned by just earning a ton of XP for a single gun. We have One Trick, Molten Obsidian, Mercury, and Constellation's End. The day I'm finishing up writing this video is the same day that we got even more details about Black Ops 6 Mastery Camo Grind. We now know that there's no more level requirement to start, meaning right off the bat you can start grinding these camos. However, I'm almost starting to think that gold will be the hardest camo to get, and that's because in order to start progression towards the special camos, you need all the military camos, which isn't anything new, but to get those it requires a total of 100 headshots. Then you do 2 more challenges to unlock the 2 special camos for said gun, and you'll get gold, after gold diamond, after diamond, dark spine, and finally Dark Matter is back with like its 5th appearance. Then we have Zombies camos where we'll see Mystic Gold, Opal, Afterlife, and Nebula as well, which looks absolutely insane. But once again, it doesn't end there. For the first time in Call of Duty history, Warzone is getting its very own dedicated Mastery camo grind. When I first heard about this, I was kind of concerned because I thought the idea of doing like tedious challenges in Warzone sounded horrific, but it's still a little unclear as far as if that's the case. We know that to get the 9 military camos, all you need is eliminations, but as far as every camo after that, I couldn't find anything regarding how that's gonna work, and I really hope it's nothing out of the ordinary. Anyways, the awarded camos are Gold Tiger, King's Ransom, Catalyst, and Abyss.
It was pretty easy.
These have a dynamic effect where when your gun shoots, the camo will react in some way from like the recoil, I guess. We got a little tease of this in this clip, and I think this could be like a really awesome feature, and I'm sure we'll find out more come launch day. I also wouldn't be surprised if they added...
What's more ridiculous about Black Ops 6 too is they, like, 2 months or a month, I can't remember how long it was after the game was released, but they released a patch that like reduced the recoil, like the visual recoil on every single gun. So like that gun that he just showed there, the aims, like it was already a laser beam prior, but now like
5th tier mastery camo if you did
the fact that people still like people that play the game every single day and don't have the mastery camo yet is fucking nuts.
Mastery camos in Call of Duty. Let me know what your favorite camo grind or your favorite camo in general in Call of Duty.
I mean like every single fucking day.
Thought something should be mentioned, go ahead and comment it down below as well. If you want to hear the entire history of the 3rd mode in Call of Duty or the entire history of the nuke, go ahead and click on screen now. Join my Discord if you're feeling crazy, and if you liked, leave a like, and if you didn't, leave a dislike.
That was a good video.
Thank you so much for watching.
It was a little outdated, obviously, because it was before the game was released, but I mean, you got most of the info right there, I think. That was pretty good.